Good morning, people. This is your morning live stream. Morning yard chat. 7. You guys seen the title? I really want to get into the clearing up of these lies. There's so much more I want to talk about, but I don't have the time on these morning streams. Wake up, everybody. Wake up, everybody. Y'all might have to share this for me. I didn't even have the time to do that. Usually when I come out here, I have a set amount of work to do, and I've become accustomed to it. But today it was like wham, like a lot more. So it'll let me do the stream longer too. This garbage can sounds like it's making noise. It means there's probably fucking rats in there. So I'm gonna go around this way. Because the old Boston in me is still there. And I fucking hate rats and mice. Now, continuing on. We had lies cleared up yesterday on YouTube. People telling them people telling them are the usual suspects. But I wanted to talk this morning for real about and if y'all coming in and I don't notice you, it's because I'm working. I got a little extra stuff out here this more than usual, so I gotta work a little bit more. I was supposed to be clean. Okay. Anyway, this morning when I was coming to work, I was I generally listen to the Breakfast Club. So I was listening to it, and they have a segment, I guess, every day, because I pretty much hear it all the time, where people call in and say whether, I think it's called blessed or stressed, if I'm not mistaken. And I probably am. But anyway, I think it's called blessed or stressed, because that's what they do. They talk about whether, they feel good about whatever the fuck it is they feel good about, or vice versa. So most of the people that were calling in this morning were actually calling in to say that they felt blessed this morning, A lot of people were saying they felt blessed just for being here and stuff like that. So, and this one sister called in, and I think she was like the first one, to be honest. When she called, she said she felt blessed because she had she was like she felt blessed because she had a job to go to this morning, to be able to work and take care of her family and help take care of her family, and keep them basically good, sustained in life or whatever. And so I found that odd that that's such a normal thing, and it's such a normal thing that one should be grateful for, And I find it odd that dealing with these people that we deal with, it's like, bro, every time I turn around, these people in this so-called conscious community is always fucking telling you that you work for the white man and you get up and go work for massa, like that's supposed to be some insult. Like, at the end of the day, if you track the way you spend your money and how you live and everything that you do, you live just as much and work just as much for the white man as anybody else. You work for the white man just as much as anybody else. If I track your spending habits and the way that you spend your money. Everything you earn, you give right to them. The money you earn is not even earned, it's fucking begged. That's the crazy part. You niggas are begging for fucking money. That's the crazy part about it. But we're going to focus on that just for a hot second. I found it interesting because I only hear that, in this so-called conscious community. Like, nowhere else in any walks of life, for real, do you hear people talking like that. Even people who hustle and make their money that way, they don't even talk like that. You get it how you get it. Everybody's out here trying to do the same thing pretty much, which is survive and move forward, sustain themselves, their family, and try to have a good time in the process. But only dealing with these dudes, these conscious characters, as I'm going to start calling them in my new little comic strip that I'm developing, about the conscious characters, and the way the conscious characters always sound great. They always sound revolutionary. They always sound. But when it's time to put pedal to the metal, boots to the ground, you get the same old bullshit, because I know it's bullshit because all the answers are the same. So that's what's convincing me that it's all bullshit and uniform bullshit. So it's not surprising now that Israel Doctrine comes out and says that more lies uncovered, that the House of Consciousness is a actual group. I wonder what you got to do to get entry into this group. We'll be asking that question this week as well. What does one have to do to gain entry into the conscious community? The House of Consciousness, the actual group that has official members. When did y'all get official members? Or is Israel Doctrine just blabbering his mouth again about nothing? But yeah, we heard a clown the other day talking about people. He was so-called addressing me as what was it, working for the white man. And, you know, we went back and forth, but not for long. It doesn't take long to smash an idiot and let him know that all the people that you talk about are doing the same thing. For a majority, all the people you talking about are doing the same thing. As a majority, all the people that you mooch off of is doing the same thing. Like, where do you get the nerve to talk about somebody and how they make their money? In a legit way. When you don't make any at all. When you are pretending to be a hustler. When you are running around talking about blaming other people who you don't even know on YouTube for your problems. If you the type of nigga who go to YouTube all the time asking people for money, you one of them type old Harlem hustler type niggas. Even he stopped that though. Because even he realized that, dumbass, most of the people that's coming to your events have jobs. That's why they're able to come to the event. That's why you're able to bum money from them, asking them just for $5 to donate to your Patreon. And that is only to pay your bills and shit like that. You asking these people to pay your bills, and then you call and tell them where they get the money from. That they don't have their own shit like you, but your own shit consists of begging them for money. Doesn't make sense. But I was happy for the sister that she was happy that she has a job and she's able to feed herself and feed her family. She ain't gonna have to be out here, you know what I'm saying, basically fucking for cash and shit like that. She's able to fucking try to hold her head up and do something respectable on her own steam. On her own fucking steam, on her own back. Not sitting back talking shit, drunk as a motherfucker at 9 a.m. You know, them type people. But they got something to say about how you make your money when you don't make nothing. At least be making something to be talking about how somebody make money. You can't be no fucking little plasma center prince talking shit about how somebody make money, man. You just completely out of line, you know. That shit's crazy. Nigga go deliver blood and then go get some fucking vodka soon as the goddamn ABC store open. What a jackass. Anyway, switching gears, guys, to uncovering these lies this weekend that we did. We got to a bottom of a couple of lies. Of course, Michael Edwards was included. He's always included. This weekend, we heard audio from one Michael, and that's Meyyecha. Get the fuck out of here. What are you, one of those government NASA fucking bugs coming to spy? Michael Edwards sent a bug to come spy on us, y'all. I just had to kill it. It looked like it had a camera on it that said HOK. Anyway, this fucking clown goes on YouTube and starts saying talking about Javen Bullett's girlfriend and Javen Bullett's children as if they ever addressed him in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And let me say something about that right here, right now, to all the people who do that stupid shit. Like, yo, why do y'all bring up people's kids in any way, shape, form, or fashion? Especially when they're young children. If these children are adult children, teenage to adult children that are in the mix, like Sonetta puts his children all in the mix on the YouTube videos and shit, and then gives out a 3-block radius, 2-block radius of where he lives, endangering them while talking about someone else doing it. But anyway, why do you go to someone's children like that, man? Like, that shit ain't even called for in my book. It's not necessary. It's not going to win you anything. It never turns out the way that you think it's going to turn out. Like right now, Michael Edwards, we're all focused on why the fuck you talking about that man's babies and his girlfriend. Like, what does his baby mother have to do with you? What has baby mother got to do with anything he talks about on YouTube? That's what we want to know. What does Javen Bullett's mother, and baby mother have to do with anything that he talks about on YouTube? Absolutely nothing. You just do it because you're still a part of that old school mentality of the HOK, where I guess that was how, what's going on, boss? I guess that's how they got brought in. So when they bring them niggas in, that's how they train them. That's how they train them. You know. That's how they train them. Be as vile as you can. Be as vicious as you can. Didn't I tell Sonetta that he doesn't realize that his time is up? I think it's slowly creeping in. I think it's creeping in his mind. He ain't gonna admit that shit right out though. You can forget that. Shit, I wasn't supposed to do that. But he's not gonna admit that shit right out. Not yet anyway. Cause even that's gonna be a calculated move that he's gonna blame on me and other people. Seems lately though, mainly me. I keep telling you, son, that I don't want to see you all fucked up. I just know that you're fucked up and you need to do something different. At this day and time and this age, like that, okay, man, enough of that type of stupid shit. You still salty because of the Black Power Awards or some whatever the fuck, and ain't nobody give you nothing. That's where all of this started from, if nobody knows or remembers. All of this shit originated from when Sonetta wasn't giving shit at the Black Power Awards. And that nigga been mad as shit ever since. So mad that he's gonna go through the lengths of creating his own shit and go through all this controversy of all the, shit you've been caught doing as far as recently. Just fucking stupid. When you get down to it, stupid. But you can't tell him nothing, so that's why I don't try to tell him nothing. That's why I knew Israel Doctrine was full of shit when he was like, you try to help the brother out, show him the path and shit, Shit made motherfucker come back, to the other side and shit change and shit. Like, nigga, nah. The fuck? You think you out to change something other? Fuck is wrong with you? Fuck is wrong with you, yo? He just got finished lying, man. The other nigga that just got caught lying, Michael Edwards, saying where Javen Bullets live. Is not even where Javen Bullets live, because Javen Bullets came on last night in the chat and said that's not where he lives. So basically, you full of shit. Again, your detective skills, your IP skills, and all that shit must be exaggerated. I heard that you were actually trying to find his IP address, which is, okay, they're both cool, which is beyond creepy, and I'm going to do a whole stream on that. Is Michael Edwards actually harassing other YouTubers by threatening to get their IP address? But and I think it's his obesity, man. Y'all don't realize, man, that the obesity is a real thing. The obesity is probably causing all of this confusion in his mind to follow Sarnetta's bidding. Because at the end of the day, people, that's all this is Sarnetta's bidding. Where was Michael Edwards before this? Somewhere lying. Somewhere lying in a small dark corner where nobody would have ever heard from him or seen him, until Frankie discovered the filth that was in him and felt that he could use that, and he turned Mike to the dark side. This mighty Hebrew, whatever the fuck he calls himself. Derrick Jones Talks Live. This is our morning live stream. For all those who just come in, we started the morning off talking about working for the white man, what that means. We had a few people over the last week or so in the so-called conscious community, and we've had it done in the past where people refer to other brothers and sisters as who don't currently own their own business, or who don't beg for money to pay their rent on YouTube and call it a business, making little jokes and assertions saying that we work for the white man. And I just wanted to say that, first off, if all your money is spent with and goes to everything that these people own in our society, you're pretty much working for them too. You're not doing anything spectacular with the bread. You're not doing anything different than anyone else. So, I mean, and then most of the money that you get from them, even if you have a business, except for those who, again, beg for money on YouTube and call that a business. And I have to say that like that, just so that it's clear. Again, clarity here is something that is of paramount concern. Begging for money on YouTube is not a business. Okay? Calling yourself and putting yourself out as a promoter. Okay? Excuse me, let me say that correctly. Putting yourself out as an activist in some sort of black conscious community, and then when asked who you really are, calling yourself a promoter, those type of things. We're uncovering those type of things. We're focusing in on people like that. Especially when they talk about how you don't have a job, or how your not have a job, but your job is working for the white man. And then they turn around and ask you for that same money. Even scold you sometimes if you don't donate to them that same money. I got the story this morning because I was driving to work. We were getting dropped off by my lady anyway. And I was listening to the Breakfast Club, and they were talking like I said, they had a segment called, I think it's called Blessed or Stressed, and people call in and they tell whether they pissed about something. Like one lady was mad because some restaurant wasn't open or whatever. But most people who were calling in this morning were, saying that they were blessed and the reasons why. And again, one of the reasons that was stated was that one of the sisters said, hold on guys, because I gotta slide this up. One of the sisters stated that she was just blessed to be able to have a job, to be able to take care of her family and, her kids and etc. and herself. Excuse me. And to take care of herself. So to make someone call in early on a radio show that in the morning to say things like that generally come from somewhere. It comes from somewhere where she could have just heard about two people who had a home and, just got in or working towards building on their home, and one of them just lost their job, and it was the primary job that was paying most of the bills, and this, you know what I mean? And so she probably feels for those people, and probably in a situation where she's like, I'm happy and feeling blessed that I still at least have my little gig to take care of my kids and to still sustain myself in this rough ass world. And then you got little dumbass alcoholic niggas and scam ass motherfuckers who beg for money every day on YouTube talking shit about how you work for the white man. But you don't do shit. You don't do shit but beg other people for money. And not only do you beg other people for money, you don't even see a problem with that. You be acting like you doing something for them. So I want to let the sister know I'm happy for you wherever you at. She said she was actually calling from somewhere that was close to where I was. So if she ever hears this, I'm happy for you. The fuck? I'm happy for anybody, especially those who got their own business, because that is something that I strive for every day. And actually I'm very close to it. I actually do have my own business, my own online store, which the link is in the home page of Shame TV, East Watch. I'm going to probably put a link in this one too. So, yeah, like to everybody who's trying to get it and trying to make it, man, like kudos to you, salute to you, and I wish you, good fortune, man, on your journey. And see, that type of shit is a hater. A hater is mad at you because they know that they either fraudulent as fuck or they ain't got shit. So they mad at you because they see the way you doing your shit. If they fraudulent, they see the way you doing your shit, and they know that the way they doing it is fucked up. It started raining on me, yo. And I don't even have my umbrella, but I'm almost done. And the other type of hater is the one who is like Root. You just a little fucking fuck nigga, and you mad you ain't got shit, and you mad at everybody else. And because everybody else works and tries to do shit, we're Masons and all that stupid shit. Because money, that's that type of shit saying how money is making the world fucked up. And it is. But nigga, that ain't gonna feed my kids knowing that shit. So until we can change it, And we can't change it until we at least start talking about shit. You know what I'm saying? There's absolutely, what is that? There's absolutely nothing that's gonna change about what's going on until we talk about it. Nothing. So we can't even do shit or plan on doing shit. And the reason why I'm here is there's no sense in even talking about that shit. I mean, having a meeting until we vet who the fuck is there. Because everybody can't just come in. Excuse me. Ooh. And that's why Shame TV East Watch is here. That's why Derrick Jones Talks Live is here. So this has been your morning yard stream that's getting cut early because it's starting to rain unexpectedly. And I'm not fucking up my phone. Peace, people.